welcome back to Just Between Us for the girls who dare to dream big and live fully. I am your host, Siobhan.
And I am your host, Bre. And today we are talking about the importance of play. And it's a conversation I feel like no one ever kind of really talks about, ever. Like, I actually don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about. But I think as a human being, play is one of the most important things because in life, presence is the best thing ever because, like, just to be morbid for a second, we are all going to die. Whether we like it or not, we are all going to die.
Damn.
Yeah, I said it. But it's not about, like, life isn't about getting to that destination. It is literally about the journey. It's about learning and evolving and falling in love with yourself and the life that you get to create. And that means being present in the moment because there's a lot of fear and doubt that comes up when you are focusing too much on the past and focusing too much on worrying about what's happening in the future. But the only real place that you have control over and that actually brings you pure joy and excitement and fulfillment is literally the present moment. And we, Shev and I are also struggling to do that at times, but it is an action. Like, you have to actively do it. So we want to talk about why play is so important in your life to actually bring you back to being a kid again, but also understanding like how much it benefits your mental health, your relationships, and just who you are as a person and living your life to the fullest. Because when you're a kid, you try so many different new things, and that makes life go so, like, it's fun, it's enjoyable, you get excited. And to be fair, you were actually doing a lot of things outside your comfort zone as a kid, but you don't care if you fail or you fall on your face or you graze up your knees. Like, you're trying all those things. And somewhere along the way, we got a little bit too serious and focused too much on the things that don't matter as much. And it's not that deep. Let's be kids again. So play is just like one of the most important things because being a kid, you make so many firsts. Whereas as an adult, if you're doing the same thing on repeat, you forget like, holy crap, it's been literally 10 years. Where did that time go? But as a kid, life feels like forever. Childhood goes on forever because you're trying so many different things, making so many new memories. So make new memories. That is one of the most important things you can possibly do. So we want to encourage you what play might look like for you, how we're integrating it into our lives, and how it genuinely benefits your mental health. Shev, take it away.
I think the first time I feel like I even saw this kind of like concept as well, like I swear I've only been hearing about it as an actual concept for the past couple of years, but it literally is like being able to recognize what your inner child needs. And like that's such a trend on social media now too. Like, people are making like reels and stuff about finding stuff that heals their inner child, and it's literally because your inner child is that person that just has so much joy and happiness from like the simplest of things.
She's still there.
She's still there. Like, we all have our own inner child, but as you said, like, often they just get lost behind, especially as we grow up. We get more stresses in life, we have more responsibilities, we kind of forget. We have like big goals all the time that we're trying to work towards. And often in the journey to getting to those big goals, we actually forget about like being present and making memories and just like the simple joys in life. One of my favorite things to do in general is to like romanticize absolutely everything that I do. And sometimes I feel like it probably from the outside, from like my partner's perspective, it probably looks really stupid, but I don't care because it makes me feel really good. But every little thing, like down to like how I make my morning coffee, I romanticize the shit out of how I make my morning coffee. I'm so present in the moment. Sometimes I even put like cute music on in the background, like I'm listening to Olivia Dean while I'm making my coffee. I have like a selection of really cute mugs. Like, I'm obsessed with my morning coffee routine because it is that like tiny little thing in my morning every single morning that I'm purely doing because it brings me happiness. And then coffee just does that as well because coffee is life. But I literally romanticize everything that you do in life because you're basically turning those simple tasks or simple actions or kind of like daily routines into something that actually make you happy. Your daily routines don't have to be boring. They don't have to feel repetitive. You can find little ways to literally make them feel like a movie. So I romanticize absolutely everything I do in life, whether it be from my making my morning coffee to having like dance parties with my partner while I'm cooking dinner. Like literally think about your favorite scenes from a romance movie and then create them in your own life. It's a great way to add play and fun and just little moments of joy in your everyday.
I love that so much, and I can just picture you. It's like one of the like B-rolls over a movie transitioning into a new scene where you're just like in your jammies, you're making your coffee, and you're just like dancing around. Like after you maybe like come out from, you know, this guy told you that he liked you, and now you're back home making your coffee, you're waiting for him to text you. It's just like that. That kind of vibe. I genuinely feel like that just makes life more enjoyable. It's like we need to play more music, we need to dance, and that allows you to be present because you're actually not worried about what's on my phone. If you're making coffee and you're watching something on like TikTok, you're just like completely zoned out from your real life. And I talk about the phone all the time, but at the same time, it is the
She's on it again.
It is the worst thing ever that has happened. It's like the best and worst thing ever. It's just the way you utilize it and you let it control your life. Anyways, off topic. But yeah, I genuinely feel like that sort of stuff is so important to bring that joy into your life because it can get, you know, it, like we said, it's like serious and, you know, mundane a lot of the time. But what a part of your routine can you make a little bit more fun, a little bit more exciting? And that just brings you back into the present, but also just makes you feel fulfilled. And like you just get warm and gooey inside. I fucking love it. I don't think it's the right word. That's disgusting.
Do you mean
actually.
Fuzzy?
Yes.
Fuzzy?
I've got the gooey feelings inside. Oh, that sounds like,
oh
that. God, why do I always go sexual with this? It's role play and now it's gooey inside. Stop that. It's my play. You know, it's my child in me coming out.
Yeah.
The honey pot, I actually loved Winnie the Pooh when I was a kid. It's the honey pot.
Winnie the Pooh.
Anyways. Off topic, back to it. But I absolutely love, like, my partner and I will play this game. I don't have it here in Thailand, but I would love to find it. And it's literally Connect Four, but like ping pong. No, not ping pong, beer pong. So you have to bounce it off the table, and it's kind of like a chance of like, it is a skill, but it's luck as well because you're kind of like bouncing it in to try and get it into the hole to win the Connect Four. It is so much fun. And when we've just had dinner, we love playing that. That is so much fun. But also we've started like playing volleyball. Not really. We've just bought a volleyball and hit it down at the beach. But something as simple as that of like learning a skill together that you both suck at and you bond over it. You laugh about it. You have arguments. You tell each other you suck, but you also then, you know, start to love it. And
sounds really fun.
Like it's a fun way.
In a playful
way.
It
brings you back to like that, I guess like the banter and the flirting and like bringing that back out as well. And then also with friends as well, because who wants to sit down and talk about what have you done in life? Just work and watch TV. I'm bored. Like, let's do activities. That's how I feel at Christmas time. My whole family loves to like eat and then food coma. I'm like, guys, let's go play. Let's work this food off and like let it digest, but also let's bond together because then you create memories and laughs and things like that. And I think that play has been completely ripped from our life and people don't see it as something to be proud of like actually playing and doing activities. Everyone's like, why are you not hustling? Why are you not doing that? It's like, because I want to live my life and enjoy what I built so far. So bring play back into your life, whatever that looks like for you. If you don't want to go out and about and run around and play, you know, volleyball in the sun, then, you know, have your dance parties, like romanticize your things as well. It doesn't have to be with other people. Like, you know, have your own dance party in the morning. Like, even if you're brushing your teeth and you're just like using it as a microphone, like just do those things that actually kind of are cheesy to a degree. It kind of is a bit corny, but it's like, it's also what makes life so much fun. And, you know, sometimes you're not in the mood. You're not in the mood to do that. You've had a shit day. And that's actually exactly what you need to do is get endorphins from moving your body, from trying something new. And then by doing more play, you're doing more things that you kind of suck at or you're not good at, but it's fun and exciting, and you realize how much that play actually can be like flow into your life of like, I've tried all these fun playful things that it doesn't matter if I fail, it doesn't matter if I suck at it, it's just fun. But then it gives you the courage to try more things in your life that may be something you want to do, of like, you know, if you try a lift at the gym and you fail it, it's like, oh well, it's fine. Like, it makes you realize life is actually not that deep, and bring a little bit more lighthearted into it, and then you don't have so much pressure on yourself to do things with the expectations that you set. But it's like, how can I just enjoy this journey and be more present in my life? Yeah, that's my tangent.
This is a great tangent. Yeah, I always love to like keep in the forefront of my mind that when I'm older, like when I'm like 80, 90, hopefully 100, we're here for a long time. When I'm like talking to my grandkids, I'm not going to be talking to them about like the late nights that I did at work, or the like stressful meetings that I had, or the times that I literally sat and watched Netflix. I want to be talking to my grandkids about all of the stuff that I experienced, all of the happy times, the memories that I made with people, the hobbies that I had, all of the things that actually brought me joy. Because not only is that just going to be a better way for me to feel about my life, but it was also a way better way to like bring other generations into life, being like, no, these are the things that you should prioritize: happiness, joy, being present in the moment. Like, you're not going to care, and no one else is going to care at the end of your life how many late work nights you did, how many meetings you took. You want to remember your life from the moments that you had fun and that you literally lived like a child. So the more years that you can spend of your life living like a child and living freely, carefreely, having like romanticizing everything, like how much more epic is that going to be to look back on?
I love that perspective so much, like so much, because it's so true. Make the 8-year-old, I heard something the other day, make the 8-year-old version of you happy, where they're like, wow, look at incredible everything that you've built and blah, 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 and look how happy you are. But then it's make that 80-year-old version of you happy, of like all the memories and how you were present. You took that shot, like even when you weren't ready or you were scared, like you did it anyways, and you tried and made all these beautiful memories and met all these different people. Like, make those two versions of you happy, because nobody else matters. It doesn't matter if it's your partner, your sister, your mom, anyone. Like, make those two versions of you happy, because it's like the driven version of you, of what life do you want to build and what to look forward to, but also the version of you to look back on and be like, I didn't work my life away. And the podcast of Alex Hormozy and Tony Robbins together. Insane. If you haven't listened to it, highly recommend. But it's like just basically Tony Robbins coaching Alex Hormozy, of he got to where he is today because of the drive of so much pain in his life. But now he's like, I don't feel quite fulfilled, because he's not actually, all he's doing is working. And he's trying to see that perspective of like, shifting it to like, how do I actually want to feel fulfilled now? Because it used to, but now it doesn't, because I'm not driven from that pain anymore. So I think, a whole big part of it is enjoy that play, and especially don't just do it on the weekends. You know, because then you're just waiting for the weekends to come and wishing your week away of the time that is very adult, serious responsibility, routine, structure. Do it during the week. And, you know, a lot of people think they don't have time, but, you know, we've looked at our clients' schedules and been like, you have a lot of time. What are you doing here? So much time. But it's like, where can you actually, you know, integrate what that is like? You know, I sometimes will go upstairs, watch the sunrise, and just like literally just dance. I literally feel like a goof, but it's just like fun, like moving your body in that way. Genuinely, I don't care if you're good at it or bad at it or like amazing at it. Move your body. Like, movement is literally medicine in every single way, which is why, again, it comes back to the play, because you then get those endorphins. But to bring it back to that week by week basis, don't keep it structured. If you feel up to it, like even if you don't feel up to it, force yourself out. Like if you're in a grump, in a mood, go do something. Like I used to hit the volleyball on the street, or like I used to play backyard cricket with my family, you know, when I was like 6 years old. Like maybe not that, I couldn't hold a bat at that age, but when you're young, you do all those things. So after school, you know, you finish your homework, then you get to play outside. Do that same thing. Finish, you know, what you got to do, and then go play. Like go do something, because it makes the weeks more enjoyable, and you know, then your whole life is more enjoyable.
It's more enjoyable. Yeah. Find hobbies, basically. You don't want to be living your life literally just for your work. And then even like obviously fitness and workouts and everything, going to the gym is so important and it should definitely be a part of your life. But you don't want to be living your life literally waking up, going to work, going to the gym, coming home, eating dinner, going to bed every single day, because you're not having the parts of life that are purely just made for joy. And you need that in order to be a full rounded, happy human. So hobbies, like other hobbies in your life, outside of your work and your normal everyday routines, are so important. And it could literally be anything that, like, you could knit if you wanted to. If that's a hobby that brings you joy, knit. If you want to go and play volleyball, go play volleyball. If you literally, I love coloring. Like, that's literally something that my child self actually physically used to do. But I'll sit and I'll put an audiobook on and I'll literally color my adult coloring books. And it's like therapy. It's just like an easy task that doesn't really take any like concentration or like anything from my brain. It's just creative.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's so important. And whatever hobby it is you want to try, pop it in the comments below. We want to hear what it is for you.
Maybe I want to try it too.
Yeah, actually, give us some more ideas, because we're trying all the different things. It's like, give us some more ideas, and don't, like, you can work on one thing and continue to do it, but add more. Try different things. Like, get yourself outside of that comfort zone and try different hobbies and see what you're good at, because you don't know until you try. And the only way to kind of get better at something is to continue doing it as well. So play around, make it spontaneous, bring that spontaneity back. I guess that's what it kind of comes down to, is that spontaneity as well. But should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
We got to do a fun fact of our week.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. I always forget every time. Oh, another one.
I will go first because I actually have one, believe it or not.
Okay.
I went up to a girl in the gym and I just like was like, oh, like, where are you from? Like, just randomly started an awkward conversation. And now she's my gym buddy who comes with me to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I only train 3 days at this point in time because I do Muay Thai because it's fun. Keeps it interesting. And a skill to learn. But now, like, we get along so well. She's got a lot of, like, the same, hobbies and insights and the mindset as me. And I was like, if I did not do that, I would have missed out on, like, I genuinely feel like that is one of the biggest reasons why I've actually started to really enjoy Thailand, because I've met her and then we've met other people, and it's just like that flow on effect of having that social connection. And I was in the stale part for like the last 6 months of like not wanting to strength train. I was sick of it. I wasn't pushing myself. I've had the best last 4 workouts ever because you have that like accountability buddy, that socializing as well. So that's my little fun fact. I've made a gym buddy friend. It's great.
Love that. That's so good. I was like half concentrating on what you were saying and half literally just trying to think of something that's happened to me this week. Oh, do you know what I did? I actually reread a book, and I've never done that before, because you literally asked me a question last week or the week before. What's your favorite book that you've ever reread? And it made me think, I've never done that before. And then when I was thinking about my favorite books, I reread a book. And now I can't remember what it's called.
Oh no.
If there was a world without cats,
sounds really interesting.
If the world didn't have cats, if cats disappeared from the world. I think that's it. I think that's the one. If cats disappeared from the world is the book, and anyone and everyone in this entire world should read this book. It is one of my favorite books ever. It's written, I'm pretty sure, actually don't quote me on this because this could be really wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's written by a Japanese author. And it is basically it's kind of a personal development book, but written in the style of a novel. So it's very story based, but it's basically around the topics of like, we go through our lives essentially kind of being frustrated or annoyed at specific things. And this guy who finds out that he's going to die in a few months, is basically the devil appears to him.
Are you giving this away? And you're telling us?
No. It all says it on the back of the book.
Okay, good.
I'm not giving any spoilers, I promise. But this guy who's about to die, basically, the devil appears to him and pretty much says, I'll give you extra days or weeks of life, but you have to make something from the world disappear. And he keeps doing this over and over again to try and extend his own life, but through that making specific things disappear. And it's just kind of a book based on like actually how important everything is, regardless of whether in that moment we think that it adds to our life, or sometimes the ripple effect getting rid of one thing then has on so many other things. But it is like one of the best books I have ever read, which is why I decided to read it again. And it was just as good the second time that I read it. So read it. Everyone needs to read this book.
I actually love that, because the title, I was like, ew, I'm not reading this.
Yeah.
What a weird title.
It doesn't get that
the way
at all.
you explained it. I love that. That's actually so cool.
It's
okay,
so
put
good.
that on your reading list this year, galleys.
Yeah. And it's not a very long book either. It's a short one. You can literally fly through it.
Okay,
but
fine.
It's such a good book.
I don't think you've sold me on anything more than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Genuinely,
This
though.
needs to be your fun fact of the week next week's episode.
I've read it.
That you've read it.
We've just started studying a podcast company to run. My friends here. Oh my god.
Nah, this takes top priority.
We will see about that.
Yeah.
I'm not making promises. Well, that wraps up today's episode. Please, if you like this episode, drop a comment, what resonated, what you enjoyed, what you're trying, your favorite hobby. Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok. We'll pop all our links in the show notes below. But other than that, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Bye.